Now I understand why somebody threw that BlackBerry out. It kept waking them up at 5:30 in the morning. I would have gotten a new phone too. At least I managed to hit the road when the traffic wasn't that bad. Anyway, let's go see what we can get. Wouldn't call one can of huge sixes, but it's looking in the right direction. Alright, check it out. GPS suction cup. Morning. How's your day looking? Truth? Oh, okay. Well, I'm not screwing around.
See, it's right there. Catch you anywhere near my house, even my garbage can. Trust me, I already called the cops. So.
Okay, well, thanks for letting me know, and I'll stay away from your spot. Enjoy your day, man. Well, that guy is not a happy person. Oh man, happy to see that. Stash those there for now. This is totally cool. Actually, you know, I might just leave those ones here and pick them up when I come back for those. Just because it's so easy and I don't really need to spend the time crushing those. I'm curious to see just how fast the cops' response is going to be, because I know that angry man is going to call them on me. And I mean, I assume it's just going to be the exact same story as every time. Stay off private property and stay away from that guy. But you just never know. He might manage to get a hold of a cop who's not very understanding and gives me a fat ticket or expects to see me in court. And I can't really afford that right now. So the clock's ticking, we'll see what their response time is like, and in the meantime, stay off private property. That's interesting. I bet it's a poker set. Ew. That's really gross. A lot of mold and mildew in there. Nice. That turned out okay. Hey, look at that. Sleeman beer mug. Cool. Hopefully it doesn't break while it's in there. 6, 7. And a big one. Nice. Two big ones and a little one right on top. Of course, I'm gonna dig around. There's a little one, here's a big one. A couple more little guys. Some glass bowls. Another big one. And another big one. Yeah. Nice. There's a couple more. There's a big one. Kind of loud. Hope I'm not disturbing anybody. But if I am, it's kind of par for the course. My bad. Those would be worth grabbing. Good pieces of steel. Heavy. But looky here. It's a nice find. It's in good shape. It's got everything with it. I might just take that with me. we are. What are those? Are they broken? Yeah. I guess they are broken. That's too bad. What about that? Lots of party light stuff. But these ones look good. Those are cute. I was gonna put those there, along with their candles, which somebody threw out and I have no idea why. And here we have the reason I was even looking. What if there's anything else good in here? Oh snap. Lady's throwing out a lot of shoes. Those look decent. And where's the other one? Good. It's really not bad. I don't know why she threw them out. My lot is not to wonder why. Well, that's kind of weird. There's the bottles scattered through here. And that, dear friend, is what I'm after. Wow. And use those. That should be it. Alright, cool. Oops. Cool. These can go there so I can find them easily. Now the real reason I popped into this one wasn't those at all. It was this. Which the bottom isn't separating. Martha Stewart every day. And it comes with the lid. I don't see anything wrong with this. Be happy to add that to my kitchen. Then we got 2 half bags. Perfectly reasonable start. Gotta go pick up some glass before we continue on to lap 3. I do not understand this at all.
Pretty broad definition, but I like an even broader definition. I believe working with Santiago kind of judgments or conclusions that not necessarily to the way computers are functioning.
Come along with TV trays.
Appreciate it. 20 vehicles each and taking up
Yoink. Ooh. There's a second one. I'll be back for those because I'm just going to go up this one and come right back down. I really wish I could have their bottles. I really wish I could. But I can't. Because they saved them for a reason, and I don't think it was for me. These guys never toss their recycling. I don't really like going all the way up to that corner. I might just start skipping it in general, because week after week after week, there's nothing there. You kind of got to learn as you go, or you're never going to get any better. By better, I mean faster. What is that? That's a little blower. And that's a little shop vac. Full of what looks like drywall dust. Might be missing a few of the pieces, but it looks alright. Wait. Battery and... oh my goodness! It's a battery-powered thingy-mabob. That's coming with me. Those two treasures work. It's gonna make a huge difference to my day. Looks like we gotta dig a little bit into these ones. 1, 2, a 6-pack. Oh, 7. 7's kind of an odd number. Eh. Oh, hey. Nice. These were great. Why would you toss those? This thing is, what, for your phone, I guess? That's poop. And here we have half a kit of drill bits. Sure. And then this here, wow. I'm just confused. That's like, we're missing 3, 4, so I got 8 grapefruit rattlers. Today's a good day for beer. I mean, it's a light rattler, it's only 2.8%, but come on. It sounds delicious. Oh my. A couple in there. Nothing to write home about, but no complaints either. What? Man, I found the weirdest stuff lying around. Not finishing a bottle of water. This would never happen in Cuba. This is a nice little finisher. Oh wait, there's more. And this one, this right here, that seems kind of weird to me. But who knows? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11. Never get my nice round number. $1.55. Ain't so bad. Some weird looking chairs. Probably sell well, but there's no guarantee they're trash, even though they for sure look like trash. Damn, man. Somebody's dog went ape on this one. Still worth 25 cents, though. Why are these all cut in half? That's freaking weird. I bet he's growing plants in the bottom parts. Starting some seedlings or whatever. That one's decent. This lady's always throwing out good stuff. Who knows? I mean, not always. Wait, what? Whoa. There's a lot of maggots down there. So not everything she throws out is gold. Ow, I just busted my knee. Oh. Thank you. Thank you, kind. I don't see your house number. Thank you. You're a champion. You're the real MVP. Oh, hey. Little DVD player. Probably works fine. Don't matter to me. Here we are. What an absolutely delicious find. Y'all drinking a lot of fancy artisan sodas. Don't judge me for looking at somebody's bag. The truth is, if you read the guidelines to the waste pickup here in Calgary, it specifically says that things put into the recycling bin are not supposed to be in a bag. They're just supposed to be loose in the bin. The more you know. Just gonna put those right there so they're easy to find. What a happy find. 17. 19. Well, that went great. Except for the way my camera battery died. That was unfortunate. Because you guys missed out on some kind of fun stuff. And, you know, that's how it goes. I should always be recording, because there's always something interesting happening. So I put down my bag of bottles that I was working on in a spot that seemed as good as any other while I was digging through this other bin. And then, after I'd grabbed everything, I slung it over my shoulder Santa Claus style, as I usually do. And it wasn't until I started to feel the little crawling on my skin that I realized I must have put it down on an anthill or something, because the bag was covered in ants, and at that point I was completely covered in ants, so that was pretty fun. Oh, hey, there's a spider in my... What are you doing? That's pretty normal. This is not where you want to be. Trust me. Seriously, scoot. Yeah, that happens a lot. So I found all this food that somebody had thrown out, and I'm digging through it because, like, a lot of it was open, a lot of it was nasty, but there was quite a bit of it that was in packages and such, and I figured that was fine. Some fruit leather thingies and a bunch of applesauce cups and that sort of stuff, and I was really excited about it. But I started to notice that even though it was in a package, it actually had a whole bunch of maggots and stuff crawling all over it because of the flies that were breeding in the more accessible food that was in there. And I don't know. I love free food, and I know it was in a package, but there's just something about having living maggots directly on it, even though it's on the... And then I turned around, and this fella was staring me down from his porch across the way. Just stone-faced, just... So I'm plucky as usual, and I'm smiling, and I wave at him and say, "Hey, how's your day going?" And he totally doesn't say anything. He just kind of, you know, moves his head a little bit. And maybe he's that stone-faced all the time to everybody in his life, but I kind of have a feeling he was just making a special exception for me. I don't know. Not everybody's friendly. Not to your neighborhood bottle picker. But that's okay. Anyway, I don't know if my car has ever been this full before on a bottle run. Like, there actually isn't any space. The only space left is like a little bit in the passenger seat. So needless to say, I'm kind of excited to bring this in. Let's take care of that right now. Alright, I have returned. I'm actually on sort of friendly terms with the owner of that bottle depot, even though he doesn't let me film there. And he was just walking out as I rolled up. When I opened my car, he looks at it and he goes, "Whoa!" And I didn't really think anything of it because I knew there was a bunch of other stuff in there that was taking up space and it wasn't all bottles, so, you know, no big deal. But it did actually turn out to be my best day ever. And all was said and done, I ended up with $140. But don't freak out, because that's like, that never ever happens. And it wouldn't have happened at all if not for the kindness of other people who place their bottles in bags out for somebody who might need them because they don't want them. So, yeah, best day ever. I'm pretty pleased. But we've still got a long way to go for rent. Anyway, money is super boring, so let's look at something a little more interesting, huh? That haul. I like to do scrap first. Here's the aluminum. These are, you know, some decent extruded rails and a piece of crappy aluminum and some wire and a fatty bow battery. Gosh, I love finding these. And then here's the interesting stuff. We'll start here. This is probably the most interesting. These are full. All 4 of these are full. So I've got 24 winter ales. And then this is almost full, so I've got 8 Brewhouse Grapefruit Radlers. This happens to me kind of a lot, and I don't totally understand it, because why would you buy alcohol and then not drink it? Like, surely you could find somebody who would drink it. The stuff isn't cheap. Like, I'm not complaining, I just think it's kind of odd. And I've got 2 glasses to enjoy them in. Sucks that these are way out of season though, but at least these are summery drinks. And then we got some tools. That's pretty cool. These look pretty much new. That's cool, because the ones that I had are garbage. And these ones, they don't look new, but they're actually the same brand as my other favorite tool, my grips. And they're sharp, and they've got a good bite. Good clean blades. I don't know why anybody tossed them. I guess, you know, they were dirty and they were like, I don't need these. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. Okay, and some snacks. I mentioned these did come out of that bin that had all the flies and maggots and such in it, but here's the thing. They're in their own, they're individually packaged, and they're in Ziploc bags. So I made an exception for these. Like, you didn't really think I was going to ignore all that food. And then I found this. It's covered, it's already complete. So that's weird. I don't know why you'd toss that, but cool. And then I don't know what to think of these. They're charms, I guess? A lot of them are really different. They got a hashtag and this little thing and a pair of hearts and a sailboat and yeah, I mean, I guess you could, I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. But there's like a lot of them here. A lot of them. And they're all different colors. Some of them have jewels. Seems like this fake opalescent kind of a dealio. Gotta be a way to turn that into money. Moving on. We've got these Converse white flats. This one does have like a bit of a sweat stain or something on it, but I think that'll come off. And even if it doesn't, I bet I can sell these because people like painting them. This thing, which is actually kind of gross now that I think about it, I might just scrap that. This DeWalt battery slash plug-in vacuum. It doesn't have all the ends, but it has one end, so that's good enough for me. This little squirrel blower for drying out the paint in a room or venting something. I don't know, you do whatever you want with it. This thing, which is a Martha Stewart copper bottom pot. It's pretty heavy. It just needs a bit of a wash, but it's in great shape. I'm not gonna sell that. I have a different pot that's about the same size that is garbage, so I'm gonna throw that out and I'm gonna replace it with this. That's one of the nice things about finding all this stuff. Mostly I focus on moving it as quickly as possible, but it is nice to upgrade my personal, regularly used things from time to time. There is nothing wrong with these, and they're Party Light brand, both the candles and the bottoms. So that's a brand people recognize, and they're pretty cute. I wouldn't have put this color with this particular base, but whatever. And this. It's just a little nested stack of TV trays. So all in all, I'd say this turned out pretty well. Maybe, just maybe, best day ever. Still got a long way to go to make rent, but this is a good start. Now, before we take off, I need to test those 2-3 items. Oops. Let's try with the blower first. 3, 2, 1. Well, that thing works great. This thing might be just fine as well. 3, 2, 1. Wow, this vacuum sucks. In a good way. Who saw that joke coming? Do I flip them or keep them? Because it's not like I wouldn't like to own a powerful blower and a vacuum. Like a shop vac for the garage. What? What did you just do? Electric razor? Well, maybe it works better on short little face hairs. Because it does not work well on... Wait, these are short hairs. Self-cleaning razors are weird. Look inside here. Look at that. It looks like it's got some crazy fungus or whatever growing on the water basin. This is totally gross. Forget it. Don't want to deal with the headache. Scrapping it for wire and calling it good. There's just one other thing. While I was out in the area, I actually went on a game pickup. This is what we got. Wonderful 101 on Wii U. I wish Wii U games were as cheap as Wii games, but they just weren't as popular, so I'm not surprised. I paid 20 bucks. That's alright. So, One last thing. I sold these legs that come from IKEA that you use to make your own desk. They're just the legs, and they have adjustable feet, and you attach them to whatever piece of wood you decide to use as a desk. That was $10. So, yeah, whatever. That definitely helped out yesterday, though, because yesterday wasn't that great. Other than that, today went fantastic, and I'm glad you guys were here. So tomorrow is going to be a different sort of adventure. I'm probably not going trash picking. We'll figure out something fun to do. Until then, leave it better than you found it. Keep doing the thing.
Long as you're holding me down, 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 I'm gonna keep loving you down.